All right, we got Nico in the house from Children's Cancer Center. Welcome in, sir.
Thanks for having me, Brandon. I appreciate the invite.
Awesome. My pleasure, man. Always love to help the Children's Cancer Center. You do a lot of good in the community, helping a large amount of children. I forgot if it's in the thousands, though, that you help every year, right?
Well over 1,000. Our philosophy is that when a kid's diagnosed, so is the whole family. So our programs and services certainly reflect that, too.
Yeah, that is, man. It's awesome. We had a cool event a couple months back over at Top Golf. I was able to work it as the MC there with Patty, and also have been a part of the Wine, Women, and Shoes event. That was a fun event, too. But these events are really a way that your organization's Children's Cancer Center raises money and supports the Tampa Bay community.
Yeah, that's really the philosophy of how it goes. I think, when a kid's diagnosed, their life kind of flips upside down, and then, it becomes such a unique path for the parents, for their siblings, for the guardians, for kind of everyone surrounding them. So like I said, our programs really try to not just help the kids, but help the family and any kind of shortcomings on those short-term immediate needs.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, it is the whole family. I mean, it's, once the children get diagnosed, it's like, oh man, and then it comes into like everything from transportation to the treatments, and then some of them lose their hair. I mean, it's just a tough time for those families.
Yeah, and I know I'm recently newer to the center, but one of my first times at a program night, I was taken back because you see with the kids, you see how tired the parents are, you see what the kids are going through physically, mentally. It really it affects you negatively, but then when you wake up in the morning wondering if you want to go to work, you have that reason why you wake up knowing you're making a difference. So,
yeah. You got to drive, it gets you that moral compass, that drive to go in and make a difference.
It really does, and I can't say enough about the community, too. You guys have been so great, just wrapping your arms around, our center, our community, our kids, so we can't really thank everybody enough who's contributed and helped us.
Yeah, I know there's some great companies out there that we should thank, like Casper's, I believe, does a lot, right?
Casper's Cares is definitely up there. I have to give a shout out to Panera. They're one of our core building sponsors. They're actually going to be supporting a renovation for one of our part of our facilities. So there's a lot of, just like I said, great community stakeholders. I'd hate to point out a bunch and miss a few, but yeah, so there's just a couple.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's a lot of great doctors, attorneys, all different types of, folks in the area supporting the Children's Cancer Center. Now, you've got this Fall Stampede coming up. That's on September 10th over at Busch Gardens. It's a pretty cool opportunity to go into Busch Gardens and enjoy a day.
Yeah, so the Chick-fil-A Fall Stampede, it runs just about every year. I'm not sure if the COVID years detoured those plans, but so it's a 5K run or a 1 mile family fun walk/run that you can go to. Like Brandon said, it's on September 10th at Busch Gardens. If you do sign up for the run, you'll also get 50% off of the admission for Fall Stampede at Busch Gardens that day as well. So really cool opportunity. It's a great chance for potential vendors to come and sponsor the event. We have great vendor tables, which is a great chance to just interact with the community, show your product, spread awareness. So what better way to do marketing with a philanthropic angle?
Yeah, exactly. Philanthropic and having a fun, kind of a ambiance there and environment of the Busch Gardens. That's a fun place. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I don't know how everyone feels about roller coasters and things like that. But, it can't be too hot too in September. It feels like a great time. And given that also September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, it's yet another great way to just, emphasize our mission and showcase what these families are going through and how this community helps them.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you just joined us, I'm talking with Nico Meola, fundraising officer at Children's Cancer Center. By the way, Children's Cancer Center is right around the corner from where we're broadcasting here over on Cypress Street. Do you know the number, the address? Right on Cypress Street there, but just right around the corner, just on the west side of West Shore. So right there on the north side of Cypress. So if you ever want to check in, go say hello. Sometimes, they have different hours where you can go visit and kind of see what they're doing, all the good stuff that they are doing. So you mentioned in June you had a $100,000 fundraising event.
Yeah, so last Sunday we actually hosted what's called Ride, Restore, Refresh. It's 30 minutes of cycling, 30 minutes of yoga, and 30 minutes of refreshments. And we partnered with Union 3, the Spin Studio in Channelside. They came and joined us, brought their whole arsenal of bikes. It was a really cool event. There were 4 heats, each consisting of 40 people, and a lot of other vendors and communities. So during the afternoon, there were a good 200 people who were cycling and, coming in and out of the center that day. Really cool. Definitely, we battled the elements with the heat, but it was a really cool event, especially because we had some child ambassadors who come and they ran around during the yoga and the cycling. So, when you were coming, you were able to see what your fundraising efforts were going towards.
Right.
So it's really, really special.
Yeah, that's awesome. And get out there, get warmed up on the bike, and especially doing it outside and this time of year. And one of my favorite things to do a few times a week is at least a few times a week is to do hot yoga. So I enjoy that, man. You get the muscles pliable, you get a good sweat going, and then grab a shower and off to work. Or a lot of times I come into the studio right after that. But yeah, it's a good workout.
Yeah, for sure. I think I felt bad because there was the heat definitely made some of the yoga mats pretty hot. So people were like, "Wow, this is super duper hot." But
Yeah.
People do hot yoga voluntarily,
right.
so
Yeah.
where they weren't in the minority. I think everybody could adjust to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we got about a minute left. So let's kind of reiterate. Fall Stampede coming up September 10th, Busch Gardens, 5K run, or you can do a 1K family walk type situation. And you're online at childrenscancercenter.com. Is that right?
That's correct. You can see us on Instagram at Children's Cancer Center is the tag, and then we also have a Facebook. So a lot of great posts, a lot of great stories that go out, and like I said, just a great way to get marketing and visibility through our events because there's so many well-connected community members who just care about our kids, care about our mission. So like I said earlier, what better way to do some marketing through the Children's Cancer Center?
Yeah, absolutely. Get involved with the community. You feel good about it, and you're doing a lot of good in the community. Children's Cancer Center. Nico Meola, fundraising officer, on the program here today. We also had a Rise Nutrition program. We ran out of time, but Rise Nutrition program sounds pretty interesting too. Maybe we'll cover that next time. Nico, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming in, Brandon. Look forward to the next one.
Hey, my pleasure. And we had Captain Will Smith on the show, as well as Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, and of course Nico. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.